Now, normally I will do a bit of a kind of analysis of the game, maybe watch it back, kind of give an assessment of what I think, and then kind of do these reviews probably the next morning. But off the back of what I've just seen, I don't want to do that. I'll give you a bit of an insight as well. Usually, when I get a chance to, I'll write down what I think of the kind of the positives and the negatives of each game, and that's kind of the notes I've done down. And you can quite clearly see there's a lot more negatives. The fact there is any positives is actually shocking. United 0, Spurs 3. Let's go through it, shall we? Let's do this. They started poorly because they conceded after 2 minutes. A Rashford poor touch meant Van de Ven cut it out. I'll admit, it was a fantastic cut out. And then, like a wide receiver in the NFL, decided to make a 75-yard run. Straight down the middle, straight down the gullet, off to the side, cuts it back to an unmarked Brendan Johnson backstick. How many times during Ten Hag's tenure as United boss have United conceded back post unmarked cutback goals? I could probably lose digits on that one, and that's in counting my toes as well. It was just ridiculous. From then on, it was all Spurs. I worked out, or I had a check online, the passing percentage for United was 77% by the end of the first half, which is near close to 1 every 4 passes being intercepted or being mistake or being playing out of play or anything like that. That's poor, especially at home, especially for Manchester United. That's poor. And we get to the big one, of course. Bruno Fernandes, red card. Now, there's a discussion, I guess, to be had about Bruno Fernandes, and I might do that later in the week as a video. But why does he have to stick a leg out in the middle of the park when there's not really much danger going on at that point? Let's have it out, because yeah, you could say he slips and it looks like he just slipped, but why the leg goes out then if you slipped? Because that's the reason he's been sent off, because the tackle is high on Maddison goes down, it's a red card. I'm not disputing it. I think it's ridiculous from Fernandes. I think it's stupidity, and as the captain, you should know better. Now, I've grown up with a captain that likes to put a tackle in Roy Keane, and I get it, that tempers flare, and I've seen Roy Keane get sent off many times for recklessness. But that is not just recklessness, that's stupidity. So, the fact that Bruno Fernandes got sent off, quite frankly, I'm hoping that doesn't get overturned so he can sit out 3 games and have a think about what sort of idiot he was. For me, the red killed the first half. And then you'd think that in the half-time break that there'd be maybe a little bit of a reorganisation. Obviously, Mainu went off. It looks like he's injured. There was a mess up with that substitution. Then obviously he brings Casemiro on, and you're thinking, right, let's restructure this. Let's get back to as we were. Maybe play it in like a 4-3-2 or however you want to do it. You're a man down. Let's be solid for 10-15 minutes, and we'll go from there. And then again, 2 minutes into the restart, Spurs score again, and it's poor from Martinez, and it's again ridiculousness from United. It was pining back to last season where this sort of madness was occurring when we didn't have our first team. But this is now the first team doing the exact same thing. So it's now going to get questioned. Are they getting asked to do this sort of thing? So it's going to put pressure on the manager because, let's be honest, United now sit in 12th after 6 games. And if Bournemouth win tomorrow, or as you would have seen when this goes out tonight, then they'll drop to 13th after 6 games. They are 4 points from the bottom 3. If you add 4 points to their current total, you get where Spurs are now, which is quite frankly ridiculous. I think it's 8th place I've worked it out as. They are 7 points, or 8 points, I think, 8 points behind Liverpool, who are top. Now, I'm not saying United should be up there winning the leagues or challenging for the league or however, but they should be better than what they are this season. They were ridiculous again. Like I said, it seemed like they were playing very similar to what happened last season, and it's going to cause Ten Hag to be under pressure. If he wasn't under pressure beforehand, he's under pressure now. And I think it's going to be under pressure from inside the club now, not just externally. They were outplayed, outmanned, outgunned, outfought, out everything. The only reason it wasn't more than 3 was because of Onana. He's going to be my player of the match. I have more and more to say. This might be reactionary. If you see this, then I've watched it back and I think I'm right with what I've said. But for me, they were ridiculous. That was awful. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. And till next time, guys. Take care.